Today we are going to start a new unit on logarithms. Logarithms are going to be brand new to you, so it's going to be important that you pay attention to this unit. Our goal to solve an equation is to solve an equation such as x equals b to the y in terms of y, meaning we want to make that thing a y equals. To do this, we use a logarithm, which is just an exponent. If you see something like x equals b to the y power, you know y is the exponent to a base b, such that the power is x. Well, another way we could say that is y is the logarithm to the base b of the power of x. The word logarithm is abbreviated log, log, and that button is on your calculator. Therefore, we have, if you have that written right there, the way you say that is y is the logarithm to the base b of x. Let's practice just rewriting these in terms of y equals. And the way you do that again is by a logarithm. So x equals 6 to the y. Whatever is the power is going to be by itself on the equal sign. Whatever is the base will continue to be the base, so it's going to be log base 6. It is a smaller 6. It is a subscript. And then x. Whatever was by itself now goes next to the logarithm. And that's it. That's y equals. Next one. Exponent by itself, so y equals log base 0.2 x. The next one, negative y equals log base 12 x. Notice it's not a y equals, so to make it a y equals, we're going to divide by negative 1. So y equals log base 12. Sorry, negative log base 12x. The negative goes in front. If I want to go the other way now, log base 5y equals x, what you do is the piece that is by itself becomes the exponent. The base remains a base, and the piece by the logarithm becomes by itself. So it'll be y equals 5 to the x power. Now there's a trick that my teacher showed me when I was in high school to figure out how to convert this. I write it with the logarithm first, and then you write base under it, B-A-S-E. The B stands for the base, so 5. E stands for the exponent, so in this case y is going to be the exponent on the base. The S means stay the same, so keep an equal sign. And the X, or the A, stands for answer, so X is your answer. If you were to try the next one, it would be log base 8y equals x. And then you would do base, B-A-S-E. Using base, it gets rewritten as 8 to the x power equals y. Okay, for the next part, given f of x equals 2 to the x, the inverse of f of x is denoted. This is a new notation. F negative 1 of x. And they have used that on the Regents exam before. To find the inverse, what you do is you switch your x and your y, and you solve for y. So y equals 3 halves to the x becomes x equals 3 halves to the y. Well, to solve for y, we learn it easier. We are forced to use a logarithm. Rewriting this using logarithms, exponent goes by itself. The base remains a base, so log base 3 halves. And what is by itself now goes next to the logarithm. At this point, you have solved for y equals, so you are done. On this next one, it's y equals 2 to the x. To find the inverse, you switch the x and the y. So x equals 2 to the y. At this point, what I would like you to do on your own is, or for the do now later, is to finish solving this one. Sorry, use my pointer. This one. And to solve this one as well, which is just like the 2 to the x. So you'll do those two. And let's look at the last one together. So this last one that we have, I will change the f of x to a y. I will switch my x and my y. Now to solve for y here. What I'll do first is I'm going to rewrite this as that 1 over 3 to the y. I'm going to get rid of that fraction, and I'm going to move the 3 to the y to the numerator. But when I do that, I have to remember to negate the power. So now that I've negated the power, I have it written in a better form. To solve this for y, I can write it in logarithms. So the exponent goes by itself, the base remains a base, and you have an x next to it. To solve for y, we divide by -1, so y equals negative log base 3x. And so at this point, what I would like you to do is to finish the one problem and do the other one that we skipped for the do now, and we will practice the other stuff in class.